Happy Friday, everybody. Today's a good day. We got a beautiful sunrise this morning. We got a refeed meal last night to give us some energy today. And the bod pod scan went fantastic. So, went down to BYU yesterday to do their bod pod. And so, bod pod, it uses air displacement to give you your body fat percentage, your lean muscle mass, your course fat mass, your RMR, your resting metabolic rate. From my research, it's slightly more accurate from a body fat percent standpoint than a DEXA. DEXA will give you way more information. So DEXA will tell you exactly where you're holding your fat, where you have your muscle. This is just strictly body fat, lean muscle mass, body fat percent, and RMR. So it's pretty darn accurate, and it gave me a reading of 10% body fat with total lean muscle mass or skeletal muscle mass of 205 pounds. And so I am stoked about that. That is way better than I was expecting. I was praying I was somewhere in the 12 to 13% range. So to be 10%, I'm ahead of schedule, and I am stoked about it. So that it doesn't change things a lot in prep. It changes things a little bit. I get to bump up my calories a little bit. So right now, between now and the show, here in about 10 weeks, I need to lose 0.9 pounds a week. So a little under a pound a week, which the rate I've been going is probably closer to 2 pounds a week. So I can slow down a little bit on the calorie deficit. I did get a refeed meal last night. That was awesome. I had 4 cups of waffle crisp with Core Power. I had 2 of those 42-gram Core Power shakes as my milk. I had an entire bag of Buffalo pretzel chips. And I had an entire bag of Wallabies watermelon licorice. And man, it hit the spot. It was fantastic. So I'm feeling awesome today. I'm feeling really good about where we're at in prep. I'm feeling really good energy-wise because I got a refeed meal last night. And things are looking great. So we have a posterior chain leg day today. So really going to focus on those hammy glutes and calves with some abs thrown in there. I'm thinking for abs today, we'll do the ab wheel. Just spam it, do a whole bunch of them. I would really like to do some RDLs on the Smith machine today. I used to have a problem with my lower back. It used to hurt all the time. So I never really did stuff like RDLs or like the bent over rows you saw me doing yesterday on the Smith machine. But I've worked a lot at strengthening that lower back. Obviously, technique is a massive part of that as well. Technique and form. So I think I want to try out some RDLs today. We're not going to go super heavy on those, because I really want to make sure that form is dialed. And I think my favorite hamstring exercise is the lying hamstring curl machine. Now, I haven't done those in any of my videos because the problem is it's right in the middle of all the booty builder type machines, and it's right next to another lying hamstring curl. So I feel a little bit uncomfortable filming myself doing the lying hamstring curls if there's people around me, especially women, doing their own hamstring curls or doing the booty builder and stuff like that. And so I haven't done any of that because I do not want to be the person that makes anybody in the gym uncomfortable. So we'll see. We'll see if we can do those, but most likely not. But we'll do some RDLs. We'll do some glute bridges. We'll definitely do some seated hamstring curls. Calves, of course. Maybe we'll do the glute kickback machine. And maybe we'll do a little bit of quads and do some Bulgarian split squats. For me, I feel those way more in my glutes than I do in my quads. And it's okay if we have a little bit of quad activation on our posterior chain leg day. My quads can take a lot of volume. Um, so maybe we'll throw those in too. I don't know. We'll see what today has in store, but I'm just over the moon excited about that body scan. I'm really happy to get some validation that all this work I'm doing is paying off. And I mean, the first reading, so the way they did it is they did 2 different readings, technically 4, and averaged all 4. So my first reading, first 2 came out at 9.9%. And to see a single digit body fat on that first reading was really, really freaking cool for me. That's something I have been chasing for a long time. I wish I would have done a body scan when I first started, because I guarantee you I was probably pushing 50% body fat. I was up there pretty high. So that would have been something cool I could have done, but it's all right. We're in a great spot right now. So just getting to the gym here. It's going to be a good day. Let's have a great Friday, everybody. All right. Smith machine was not available, so we're just doing some normal RDLs here. Again, I haven't done these in a very, very long time, so just gonna focus on nothing super crazy as far as weight goes, but getting that form dialed. Oh, those feel good. Set number 2 of these. We just threw a 25 on each side with the 45, so nothing super heavy here. Just trying to get that perfect form as best we can. So when I'm doing my RDLs, what I'm focused on is that hip hinge, butt out, keep that back flat, stretch out those hamstrings, and pop it back up. So again, I'm certainly not perfect at these, but don't push heavy weight, especially on something like RDLs. You can mess up your back pretty quick. So go a little lighter, perfect form, do a little bit more reps if you need to. But if you don't feel it in your hamstrings, that's a problem. But let's get after this next thing here. I think this might be our last set of these ones. Well, we'll make it a good one. Alright, on to the next. Alright, we're gonna do some Bulgarian split squats here. Everybody's favorite exercise. Oh. That's a terrible camera angle. Huh. Alright. Let's get after set number 2. Let's go. These ones get the heart rate up there. Whew, last set of these. Come on. We're just gonna go right into this left leg here. All right, on to the next. All right, good old hip thruster. Let's go. Set number 2 is set number 3. Let's go. So what I'm thinking on these, slow and controlled, squeeze it at the top. Really squeeze those glutes. It burns real good, but you want to make sure to squeeze it at that top. So let's go. Fourth and final set of these. Let's make it a good one. All right, on to the next. All right, we got to hurry up a little bit. I got caught chatting. Too chatty today, I guess. But we're gonna do some hamstring curls to finish, then some calves, then some abs. We'll call it a day, so let's do that. You know, I know you're supposed to lean forward on these ones. It just feels so weird for me. But, you know, I don't want to be sitting here doing form that's not ideal for you guys. But at the same time, when I lean forward like this, it just feels really awkward. So we'll lighten the weight a little bit on this one and try it again, because I really want to focus on getting that stretch in the hammies. So let's see how it feels a little lighter. Yeah, that's a little better. Something I really need to work on is my flexibility. I am not flexible at all. Maybe I'll need to pick up some yoga or something like that to help me out, because especially my hammies, they are tight 24/7. So something I need to work on. That's not on the top of the to-do list right now, but we'll work on it for sure. We're gonna do these ones pretty quick. Like I said, I got chatting a little bit with some buddies, so gotta pump these ones out, make them good. Oh, oh, my hamstrings are pretty fried right now. If I'm being honest. Whew. It's burning. We'll give it a another 10 seconds here and then get into this next set. Let's go. Whoa. Yeah, hammies are done. Let's go do some calves. All right, let's go ahead and pump out these calves. It's always tough for me to get the camera in the ones. Okay, set number 2. Legs are looking pretty good. Yeah, let's go. All right, let's go. Last set here. Oh, good stuff. All right, there was seriously like nowhere to do my ab wheel, so we're just gonna do a bunch of decline crunches here to finish up. What I think on these, you just slow and controlled, and then squeeze and flex it at the top. You don't want to be pumping them out, but really feel those abs burning. Squeeze them, low and controlled. Better get a good sign here to finish up. Oh yeah. Set number 2. Let's go. Making 2 more sets. Oh, that hurts. Huh. This will be our last set of the day. I'm gonna do a little post-workout sauna after this. Then get changed, heading to work, so let's have a good last set. Alright. That's gonna do it for me. Hope you all have a great week. Thanks for watching, everybody.